that dirty? I don't know. That sits there pretty good, son. Sits there pretty good. What's everybody into today? What's cracking? So I reckon Dan Crenshaw might be suing Sean Ryan. But why? Because he's sharing information that, like, he's a crook. Hey, Ray. So is Dan Crenshaw a crooked politician? Sounds like it. Sounds like Dan Crenshaw is a crook. You got a new phone, Ray? Awesome, bro. What kind of phone did you get? So how, it's a good question. Like, how do you become a congressional member, earning $174,000 a year, and all of a sudden you're like overnight a rich man, making $174,000 a year, which is probably the income of that's probably quarterly. So they had some type of party, and you got the iPhone 17 Pro? Yeah, I got my sister the same phone. So they had some type of congressional party, and they hired this, Dan Crenshaw hired this expensive DJ, that costed hundreds of thousands, if not $1 million or so dollars, for this guy to DJ for the party. So how did you afford this guy making $174,000 a year? So, who was it? Harry Truman that said that, show me a rich politician and I'll show you a crook. Something along those lines. So politicians that hold office, they should be banned from trading stocks, and there should be term limits. I don't understand, that if you're in Congress and you get rich, you're obviously a crook, because you ain't getting rich with $174,000 a year unless you're doing insider trading, and that's illegal. So if you and I were to do in some type of insider trading with whatever we all do for a living, we would go to prison for that. Why is it these politicians can do it and it's perfectly fine and acceptable? This is why I'm always on the thing about rules for thee but not for me. So if you're making $174,000 a year and you talk to like Nancy Pelosi and these other politicians, and all of a sudden you're like a multi-millionaire, you're a crook. You're a criminal. It's a bunch of baloney. Rules for thee, but not for me. So why is it when these politicians, they commit crimes and such, and a lot of them's all involved in insider trading, which is highly illegal, nothing ever happens about it? So all of a sudden they get elected into office, and then they're just, all of a sudden, suddenly rich. Just, how much is Dan Crenshaw worth now? I believe he's like a conservative. So it doesn't matter. There's crooks on uh, the Republican side, crooks on the Democrat side. And the ones that really do their jobs properly, they're not recognized. And I can't think of one, because I'm not in the politician game. So I was just reading up on all this stuff, and Dan Crenshaw's threatening to sue Sean Ryan. His podcast is pretty sweet. I watch it sometimes. For talking about the same thing. And then he was threatening Sean Ryan because with his boys from SEAL Team 6. Like, that dude's a piece of garbage, man. I saw an interview with Dan Crenshaw, and somebody was interviewing him, and he asked him if he ever met Tucker Carlson. And he said that if he ever met Tucker Carlson, he would unalive him. And he wasn't joking. That's what he said. I was like, dude, you're a piece of shit. You're going to threaten to unalive somebody because you disagree with them, or, you don't like them. You don't have to like people. Like, that Dan Crenshaw sounds like a true piece of shit. So maybe he'll see this, and maybe he'll sue me too. What are you going to sue me for? Well, they say, what's that saying? You can't get blood from a turnip. Look at me, I only got 7 people and 4 likes in here, I don't get it. Yeah, so, all we got to do is find out these politicians, unless they've been in office for the past 30 freaking years, they might be worth a couple of million. But if you've been in, Congress since 1985 or whatever, and you're worth $300 million, you're obviously a crooked politician. And people just turn their eyes. They're just like, oh, you make $174,000, you've been in office 2 years, and now you're worth $400 million. No big deal. You only make $174,000 a year. And you're worth $400 million now. But nobody says a word. My hand's itching. I better go buy me a lottery ticket. What is it? They say your left palm itches. You're going to get money in your hand. Your right hand itches. You're going to meet a stranger. I need to go buy a lottery ticket. Buy me a scratch off. I'm sitting in line waiting to pick up the kids at school. I guess I ain't trucking. Can't get people in here. See the mountain? Over there's Massacre Mountain. Oh, so yeah, it's just, I don't understand it. Man, too bad I couldn't, I could run for Congress or something myself. And then they would absolutely assassinate me because I would expose all this corruption and criminal activity. So yeah, they would do me like they did JFK. Our own government assassinated John F. Kennedy. Absolutely. They absolutely did. To this day, they still won't release everything about that. And the reason being, when Trump was president the first time, he was saying, what was it he said? He's like, well, he respected some of the people that were involved in it, and they can't release all of it because a lot of those people are still living. And if they were to release it, they were in fear that, somebody might unalive them. I've always said, you know, America might be the most corrupted country in the world, or at least the top three, maybe top five. Just hurry up and wait. I don't know. I guess nobody really. Not a good topic to discuss. I guess people don't really have an opinion. I think it's a bunch of BS, really. Liberty and justice for some. It's not all, it's some. Because, I mean, technically it's impossible to have liberty for all. That, you know, the word all is like every human being in the world, you know. And not everybody gets justice. So there's not justice for everyone, for all. Rules for thee, but not for me. There's rules for you, but not for me. It's a bunch of baloney. Like when people get arrested and such, they say, you're presumed innocent until proven guilty. Right? We're all aware of that. You're presumed innocent until you're proved guilty. So say, you know, theoretically speaking, let's say something happened with me. Something would happen with me and say I got arrested. So I would be presumed innocent until proven guilty. Okay, so why am I arrested and booked in jail if I'm technically still innocent? If I'm technically still innocent, why am I arrested and being put in jail? Someone riddle me that. Answer it. So it sounds to me like I'm guilty until proven innocent. So if you're being arrested and being booked in jail, and you're allegedly presumed innocent until proven guilty, sounds to me like you're guilty until proved innocent. I don't know. Nobody has the answers. And when I get on lives and I start talking about your rights and what you can do in certain situations, it scares people off, man. Like they don't believe in your rights. They're like, oh, yeah, we want to get rid of your rights. We don't want you to have rights to protect yourself. And it runs people off the live when you talk about stuff like that. I don't know why. I mean, hell, if rights is the only thing that protects us, you know. I mean, more or less they protect us against tyrants, like corrupt law enforcement, because there is corrupt people. I mean, if, you know, we all know there's good and bad people, and that goes with public servants. There's good ones and bad ones. I guess we're pulling up. What time is it? Oh yeah, they're letting them out. So wouldn't you want to know your rights? You know, I don't know. I'd love to see them get a discovery. I'd love to see Dan Crenshaw sue Sean Ryan so we could see where all that money's coming from. How you overnight a millionaire earning $174,000 a year? They need to be term limits, and they need to ban stock trading, when you're serving as a public servant. Well, especially in Congress and Senate and all that. Now, as public servant police officers, I mean, they're more or less just average people. They're earning, depending on where you're at, $60,000 to $120,000 a year. They're just normal folks. Police officers just normal, like me. They get up, go to work, just like you. Get up, go to work. They go home, spend time with their family, whatever. Some are good, some are bad. It's just like kids in a school. Some are good and some are bad. You got good teachers, bad teachers. It's in every part of our life. I guess I'll have to end this live soon. These kids jump in here and see me doing a live, man. They'll be like, "Oh, you doing a live? You doing a live?" I need to shave, yo. We got to do photos tomorrow, and I got to go get a haircut. Y'all get my ears lowered. I would set you up in the windshield, but I ain't got that thing with me. Here we go. Alright, guys. Well, this live ain't doing good. I'm talking about corrupt congressional office holders and talking about your rights and all that, and people don't like to hear it. Like, oh my God, your rights is for police officers? Yeah, it protects you against corrupt police officers. But guys, I might have to mute this. Never know what these kids are going to say. Wait, don't do it yet. Don't do it yet. Well, what was your favorite thing about today, Jace? Recess. Okay, then what was your second favorite thing about today?
Playing football. Oh, you like gym?
Are you serious?
And gym.
Tell me what you learned new today.
Not that much. I just been doing a test. I did no test. Oh, Chip. Oh my. That's that song. Rivers. Oh, yeah. Happy birthday.
Whose birthday is it?
Me. No.
Today ain't the birthday.
Daddy. Yeah.
That phone don't work, bud.
I know.
You're out of luck.